It's the Line Makers on Sporting News, presented by Jack Daniels.
Hey, NFC football, here we go, the playoffs. Wild card round. I'm Kenny White here with Rick Herron. We're at the South Point Hotel and Casino, and we've got a great game, Ricky. These two have matched up. They don't like each other in the first place, but they are now matching up for the third time in the last 6 weeks.
Split the season series. Green Bay won 23-14 at home, 37-34 Vikings last week. Kenny, I just have a question for you. How do the Packers find a way to stop Adrian Peterson in 6 days? In 2 games against the Green Bay defense, he has 409 yards rushing. 210 the first time and 199 last week. I don't think they can solve that in 6 days, can they?
No, and you're right, and this was within the last 6 weeks. Now in this game, the Packers are an 8-point favorite, total of 46. The Packers were 3 minus money on the road. I saw some 3.5s. Minnesota played a great game in a must-win situation, which is a pressure situation, and they basically led from wire to wire. I don't know if they've ever lost the lead. The Packers did tie the game a couple times, but Minnesota responded each time.
Yeah, Kenny, they did. I think one difference with this game, Charles Woodson has been cleared to play for the Packers, and the first time in Lambeau in Green Bay, Clay Matthews was out against the Vikings. So, you know, Aaron Rodgers, 84 touchdowns and 14 interceptions the last 2 seasons. They're pretty good.
I'm glad you brought up the last 2 seasons. Remember last year, this team was tremendous into the playoffs and lost to the Giants as the #1 seed in the NFC. This year they seem to be peaking at the right time, Rick, and also getting healthy at the right time.
I think that getting healthy is the biggest part, Kenny, and we've seen 7.5s around. You think they're going to bet the Vikings in this game? Or
I don't know. I was just going to ask you that. My thought would be they're going to bet Green Bay at home because it's such strong home field advantage. And quarterback Christian Ponder for Minnesota really struggles on the road.
First playoff game for Ponder. He threw 2 picks the first time in Green Bay.
Minnesota had a shot that game.
They had a shot, even with him throwing 2 interceptions. The game fell 9. Number looks like it's right about where it's supposed to be at 8. That's my thoughts.
Do you have an opinion on the game?
I went back and forth, to be honest with you. Initially, because of the Adrian Peterson stats, I liked the Vikings and thought it's a big number. But after looking into it more, I think Aaron Rodgers is the key. The one thing about the 2 games is the Vikings haven't found a way to shut him down either.
Over 300 yards both games.
375 last week or something. And Ponder in his first playoff game. To be honest with you, I'm still wavering on the game. If I can get to lay 7, it'll probably be on the Packers.
I'll check the weather on this one. If it's windy, I'm probably going to be on the under in this game because I know Minnesota's going to run the ball and run the clock and try to keep Rodgers on the sideline. For Rick Herron, I'm Kenny White. You just listened to the Line Makers on the Sporting News.